It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
For Philadelphia.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 6. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
So conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Baltimore.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football?
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Not much there, only a yard. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You talk about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Of 14. And a Raven first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's third down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jannard Avery picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Jake Elliott.
And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson from the shotgun. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Willie Snead.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th
So on
down.
comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And it's no good. Elliott pulled it, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Huntley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
2 on the carry. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philly.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Number 26, Miles.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Huntley, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
The ball carrier.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and 2.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And now a high kick trying to pin them back. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Jake Elliott.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of
12 yards there and a first down.
Baltimore.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Huntley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. Eagles. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
3 yards the gain there. Second down.
A 3-yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. But now it's third down.
And 12 yards to go.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. To throw again. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Gain of 29.
A very well executed play. It goes for 29 yards. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Now Jackson on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down. And
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
With the score,
so we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first. Lamar Miller, the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Baltimore.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Right there. 54.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On first down, Huntley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
At the 10.
To throw is Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Here's Thomas. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown,
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Ravens 22.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Baltimore.
And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Wentz to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 28. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Marcus Peters.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The 38-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Marquise Brown, 62 yards. And the Ravens get 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
where they go. Look, they gon' toast, so give them a rose while they still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bets.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Thomas. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, right down there. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
26 miles.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At his 48.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Wentz. This ball complete to Reagor. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jordan Evans in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Huntley.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Just like that. Just like that. 58's the money. 58.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught, Watkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick is.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Eagles 58, Ravens 30. Jim Elliott to go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your...
Oh, they're on him too quickly, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 65, Ravens 30. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Shut up.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
From the 29, Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
On the play. First down, Ravens.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made at the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's taken him one-handed. What a catch. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Hollywood Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6.
His kick is
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Eagles 65, Ravens 37.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that